Well, hello there, and welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. Um, and if it is, welcome and check out some of our other content. And if you like what you see, subscribe to us. We would love to have you in our small little community. So this video for my regular subscribers and my regular viewers, this is just going to be a quick, I don't even want to call it a vlog, but that's whatever. It's a video about my new Dexcom 6 sensor. And it's a CGM, which is a continuous glucose monitoring system. So when you first get it, first of all, let me start by saying, I'm a diabetic. I have been a diabetic since late 2006. Diabetes runs in my family. I've been around diabetes all of my life, for as long as I can remember. Before my grandmother passed many years ago, she was a diabetic. Always took insulin as far as I knew. She may have been on pills prior to that. My mother was a diabetic. She was on pills and insulin. She was just on pills at first, and then she moved to pills and insulin, and I'm pretty sure she was still on pills and insulin when she passed in 2018. So I am a diabetic too. When I was 38, I was diagnosed with diabetes. I am 51 now, and I had my times of not being stable, not being under control. I did have a couple of times where I was really under control. I did really well. And then life happens and you're just throw caution to the wind. You don't care. But anyway, so in 2018, I was out of control. I knew I was out of control, went to my doctor. He sent me to the endocrinologist. They wanted to test out the Freestyle Libre with me. They asked me if I would like to try it. I said, okay. I wasn't so sure about how I felt about wearing a sensor on my arm. And I had to carry a little scanner and scan the sensor all the time, but it was way better. I didn't know that I would like it. Wore it for 2 weeks. It was way better than pricking your fingers all the time. Way better. Unbelievable. Love it, love it, love it. So, and did very, very well. I brought my A1C from a 11.2 down to a 7.2. And then the next one was like a 6.6. And then this last one was like an 8 something, which wasn't good, but it was my fault. I wasn't taking my medicine. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. So now I'm hopefully back on track. Well, hey, we all fall off the wagon of whatever it is that we're trying to do. And I fall off a lot. So, anyway, so in December, my insurance sent me a letter stating that they were no longer going to carry or cover the Freestyle Libre. And, that kind of broke my heart a little bit because I have, I've got a routine. I've got a system with it. And that they would only cover the Dexcom. So I was like, okay, whatever. I started to research it and try to find out more about it. And as I was researching it, they suggest that you put it on your stomach. Let me tell you something. Girlfriend ain't putting no kind of sensor on her stomach because girlfriend has got, when you sit down, most people, look, the majority of the people I know, when you sit down, your little stomach pooks out a little bit. When you sit down, it does not stay flat. Okay. It just doesn't. And I'm not flat to begin with. I'm not obese by any means, but maybe if you look at, the BMI charts or whatever, they would probably call me obese, but whatever. I have lost, for your information, I have lost, not that you need to know this, but, since 2015 or 16, I have lost between 30 and 40 pounds, something like that. And that was all due to walking. And this past year, some of that was due to I'm just not hungry because I got my sugar under control. And when your sugar's under control, you don't tend to crave as much food. You're just not as hungry. Losing my mother also probably had a little something to do with that, but just not hungry. So I eat basically now, I eat to control my sugars and not just because, hey, I'm bored, let's eat. I do have those times though. Don't misunderstand that, because I do have those times where I'll be sitting in bed watching something on TV and I'll be like, I need a snack. I need something to eat. And then, I'll make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Probably not the best thing to eat, after, 11 o'clock at night or whatever, 10 o'clock, whatever. So unless my sugar is a little low, then I will, eat something like that to try to counteract it falling too low overnight. Anyway, so let's get into this. So my doctor prescribed me the Dexcom. There are many more pieces. I don't think I ever did a video on YouTube or a video at all about my Freestyle Libre sensors. So you guys won't know the difference unless you've had experience with it yourself. But I would like to, unbox what I have here. I just picked it up from the pharmacy. My Libre sensor ran out. So I am going to go ahead and try to do this on my own. The doctor's office wants you to come in once you get it, but I don't think there's any way that they're going to get me in there tomorrow, to learn how to do this. And I don't even have the supplies anymore to prick my finger. So, yeah, don't have any more of those because this is what I want to use and that's all there is to it. So, let's start by opening these up. Now it comes with, this is the receiver. And with this system, I don't have to scan anything. It will just automatically send it. And my doctor's office said if you're within 20 feet of the receiver, it will automatically pick up the sensor on the arm. The transmitter goes on top of the sensor. So let me show you that. So the other box is these are the sensors. There's 3 of those in there. And this is one. No, I'm sorry. That was backwards. This is the transmitter. Yes, this is the transmitter. There's 1 of those and 3 sensors. And that's what the little sensor looks like there. And you'll see it when I put it on. So if I am not mistaken, and I refill this one 3 times. So I think I have read that the transmitter will last you 3 months, and it will tell you the receiver will tell you when your transmitter is starting to run out and when you should get a new one. So we're going to try this whole thing and see what happens. Let's start with this. Take this out. Okay, so here is this is the applicator. Now the sensor is in here, and this is the applicator. So it's much larger than the Freestyle Libre was. But it looks just as easy. I've watched it on YouTube, and it looks just as easy to use. I definitely need... Okay, no, it is the transmitter that I have to add into... Okay. So let's also open up this. I don't know. Okay, so it doesn't look like they give you alcohol swabs, which means I do have extra alcohol swabs from my Libres. I wish they would include them in these kits. The Libre always included it, which means I'm probably going to have to make sure that I have alcohol on hand from now on. And I just messed up the box. There we go. This is a huge box. It's because it's a huge applicator. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Oh my gosh, guys, this is adorable. Oh my word, this is so stinking cute. Okay, so here is the receiver. Okay, so it basically looks like a tiny itty bitty cell phone. And look, they give you backs for it. A pink and a blue. How cute is that? Blue is my favorite color, but I think I might use the pink. We'll see what happens. I don't know. And the charging cord and the charger. All right, so I'm going to leave those in there for right now. And I do want to see. So let's see. I hope it's charged. Oh, it may not be charged. We might have to charge this bad boy up. Okay, let's break open the charger then. Oh, it's starting up. I guess it just needed a moment. All of a sudden, I saw something flash. Excuse me one moment. I need to grab something here. Okay. I want to see, because this is my old Libre scanner. It's definitely smaller than the Dexcom, but I need to take all this out because I don't need it. It will fit. Okay, so this is an old little pouch that I had for one of my glucose meters when I used to prick my fingers. So this was an old little pouch, and I used to put my Libre sensor right in there, right? Look at this. The Dexcom fits in there beautifully. And I can also keep the charging cord in here if I want. And I do have plenty of alcohol swabs here, so I'll be able to use one of those. Let's get one of those out. And because the Libre always came with two, and I only ever needed one. I think one time I needed to use two, like because I dropped one or something. Let's turn this on again because it powered off on me. Okay, here we go. So it says, let's get started. I'm going to tap next. Is it going to cooperate? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it wants the time and date. Oh, okay, here we go. It's January. Is today the 20th? Or is today, actually, today's the 19th, right? 19, and then we're going to do 2020. And the time is, I'm going to have to get the time. Okay, it's 7:50 p.m. So we're doing that. All right, so we got that. We're going to hit save. Alerts. I don't want to review alarm and alerts. Receive urgent lows. Okay, so an alarm will sound if my glucose drops to 55 or below. And the setting cannot be changed or turned off. So that's pretty cool. Because when I hit 50 is when I really start to shake and feel gross. Okay, so also if my glucose is falling rapidly, and it will be 55 in less than 20 minutes, it'll also sound an alarm. So that's pretty cool. It wants me to set low alert. Okay, and it will not go below 60, so, because it'll already alert me at 55. So it'll give me an alarm when I get to 60. I don't really want an alarm when I'm at 70. I just don't think, I mean, I can always change that one. Okay, so now it's going to tell me if my glucose goes, I'm setting it at 170. Now, if my doctor wants me to change that, I will, but I'm going to set it at 170 so that if it goes, okay, it only goes in increments of 10. So if it goes above 170, it's going to tell me. Okay, so now it wants the sensor code. Sensor code. This is the one we're going to put on. And there is a sensor code. Is there one here too? Okay, so it looks like the only place that a sensor code exists is on here. All right, so it's 9311. What, 9? Three, 1. I know this is riveting. 1. We're going to save. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so we have entered that successfully, apparently. Next. All right, I am going to start getting ready for this portion. Okay, I clicked on next. Okay, now it's going to want the transmitter code, so we need to get this done. All right, so I always alcohol more area than I think I'm going to need. And especially in this case, this is much larger. Especially, it covers more of an area than the Libre sensor did. So I'm going to do even more. I'm going pretty far back here. I'm pretty far down. Not too far up because I'm already close to my shoulder. So, and we let that dry all the way before we try to apply. Now, this is my very first time doing this. I want to make that clear that I don't know what I'm doing. And I suggest that if your doctor wants you to come in to learn how to do it, that you probably should. I am not, because not only am I a rebel, you have to peel off this. Okay, so now that is sticky. You have to take this off because that's like a protector. All right, so we just pop that off so that it'll be easier. I'm going to go right there with it. And I'm going to push it down pretty good. Now with the Libre, you couldn't do this because the Libre, the sensor was all the way up in it and it shot it like kind of into your arm, if that makes sense. So you couldn't do the sticky. See, it's sticking very well. In the summer, that might be a little more challenging. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to press this little orange button here. See that? We're going to press it and we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Did you hear it? So, and that's what it looks like on the inside with nothing in it. It just propels it into your skin. It's just a little tiny sensor. Okay, so I am going to kind of make sure that this is adhered pretty good, which I believe it is. All right. So here's what it looks like. All right, so that is the sensor. Now we're going to put a transmitter in there, and it is going to transmit my sugars. Oh, I hope this isn't... I can understand why people say that they feel like these come loose. You can get... I can use Skin Tack, which I probably will at some point. You can also use... they have... because this feels like it's cloth, and I feel like that's going to be a problem. You can also use... They have like these covers that go over them that this is cut out, but it will attach to this portion and your skin to kind of keep it on there. So it's kind of a cover, kind of not. So, and I could probably go a little further back with this if I want. So, all right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and push that back a little bit. Okay, we can kind of still see what's going on back there, right? All right, so let's get rid of this. Now, if you're not entering this number until after you take this off, you're going to want to hang on to this. And I have actually had people say, in my research, they have said to go ahead and hang on to this number anyway, just in case. I don't know if you can like restart a sensor if it fails. So just in case, I am going to go ahead and keep it in my box so that I know which number it is. This will get thrown away. This goes in here because we're going to throw that away. All right. I'll hang on to this just in case. I'm not sure if I'll ever need any numbers off of that, but you never know. The little orange thing. It feels good. Oh, and by the way, I felt nothing go into my skin. Nothing. So far, I would say this is easier than it feels better than the Libre. There were times where the Libre, after I put it in, I could feel a sting. It was no big deal, but I could still feel it after and I would get itchy. So, let's see. Kind of driving me nuts a little bit, only because the Libre is round and this one is like more of a rectangle shape, like an oval. Oval and rectangle are different, aren't they? Okay, so it's more of an oval. I get it. So here's a lovely book. It says start here. Guess what? I did not start there, did I? Okay. Oh, that is pretty ding dang small. It's kind of small, like, okay. All right, Jennifer, do not drop this on the floor. It did not hit the floor. Only my lap. Okay. So, all right, so when I had this earlier up close, there's two little like metal things there. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But there's two on here. So they're going to attach together basically. So now this end has to go in first. I am going mostly by feel on this. And we just push it down. And I could hear, I don't know if you guys could hear the little snap down, but I did. All right, so there it is. Now, I will say this is raised a little more than the Libre sensor. The Libre sensor was a little flatter. I'll have to see how I feel about that as time goes on. I will be, reading up more on this. I mean, this is the little setup book, and I'm sure that the other book that's in here is probably telling you more about it. I'm pretty sure that the transmitter that I just put in, I'm pretty sure that lasts for 3 months. So, anyway, that would be why I only got one of these. So I will need this for my prescription number. So I don't want to get rid of that. I might just have to cut it out. Anyway, so there's my books. There's this. Okay, so this is trash. This I'm not going to need again because the prescription number is not on that. So that is trash as well. I'm going to put the books right back in this box. Because I definitely, whoops, sorry, that might have been a little loud. Because I'm definitely going to need that prescription number. I'm not sure where I'm going to keep all these handy dandy boxes at. Probably right here on this table. So, okay, let's see what it tells us to do. Okay, the transmitter serial number. Uh-oh. Wait. it's on the box. I think there were numbers on it. Okay, so we're going to go, it actually shows you to look on the box. So, where are they saying the serial number is? Find the serial number on the oh, there it is. SN would be serial number. Okay. Okay, so here we go. This is riveting, right? You guys know you like it. You're going through it with me. It's fun. Or not. Okay, that's not correct because okay, that can't be correct. I think they mean on this box. Here we go. Okay, this makes sense. I was right the first time because it's numbers and letters, and I'm going, well, where are the letters? And if I just keep going, it gives me the letters, but it takes forever. Oh, it's going pretty quickly. Okay. Save. Okay, yes, that is correct. Okay, insert and attach transmitter. Okay, did that. The sensor and the transmitter are both done. Okay. Oh, it's successfully paired. Just like that. I wasn't even ready. And you know what? I am going to keep this box since the serial number, it is also on this box, but I'm just going to keep it. Since it's my first time, I'm going to keep everything, I think. Well, except the pieces that can be thrown away. I should probably put this away. We'll pop that in there. Okay. Oh. Okay, tap 1 to unlock. Oh, then 2. Okay. So, pair successful. And then I have to tap. So here's what it wants to do. All right, so it wants me to go ahead and tap start sensor. There's my graph at the bottom. And this sensor takes, I believe it takes 2 hours to start. Yes, 2-hour sensor warm-up. You will not receive alerts, alarms, or sensor glucose readings until finished. So that's pretty awesome. You can also download an app on your phone too. I don't know. I think you can run the receiver and I think that the sensor and the app can run at the same time. I think you can get the readings at the same time. Not 100% sure. I might download the app to test that out and see what happens. And I keep feeling like the adhesive pulling on this, but I think we're okay. If I really start having problems with it in the middle of the winter, then you know that I'm gonna have to get some skin tack and probably a cover and everything. So, all right. Well, I will come back when this is warmed up and ready to roll so I can show you guys how it works. I might as well not stop there. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here, but I will be back in a couple of hours when this is ready so that I can show it to you guys and show you what it looks like and what it does. And, you know, I hope that you guys are finding this interesting. I know that it's a bit of a long video, but I wanted to do it since it's a lifetime adventure for me. Not lifetime. I mean, since I was 38, 13 years ago, but I mean, for the rest of my life, this is going to be one of my adventures. So welcome to Adventures in Diabetes. All right, guys, thanks for joining me for this. And I will be back in a couple of hours when the receiver warms up. been a little more than 2 hours. It actually chimed to tell me that it was warm, that the sensor was warmed up. Okay, so it says that the warm-up is complete. So we will do that, and we're going to say next. Okay, so right now, it's actually telling me that my glucose is 155, which is high. That is a little high. It's not super duper high, but it won't chime until it's 160. If I had it chiming at like 150 or even 140, that would drive me insane. My goal is to always stay under 200, but that's very difficult to do with diabetes. I have done it. I have done it where I've been all day under 200. I've done it a couple of times. Diabetes is a huge balancing act, so, but things like these continuous glucose monitoring systems, they really, really help. I've read a lot from other users of these types of systems that they all say that their control has greatly improved. And I know that mine has for sure. You know, when I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, I've got fantastic control. And it's so much better. And this, I won't have to scan. I used to have to scan my arm. I don't have to do that. It will just tell me, constantly tell me. All I got to do is turn it on and bam, look, I'm actually 148 now. And the little arrow, do you guys see the little arrow on the side? Right there on the side of the little circle. That arrow tells me that I'm steady. I'm stable at that level. If the arrow is pointing straight down, it means I'm dropping rapidly. If it's down but to the side but down like in between the two, it means I'm gradually going down. Same thing for up. So if it's straight up, it means I'm going up rapidly. And I need to do something about it. Same thing if I'm dropping low rapidly. I just need to eat something. So, yeah, so that is the Dexcom G6 system. I think I'm really going to like it. I am very comfortable with this. It's comfortable. I'm fine. I will know soon, like within a couple of days, how it is to sleep on and stuff like that. It is a little higher than the Libre sensor, so I'm going to have to watch doorways and stuff. I actually ripped off one Libre sensor on a doorway. But I'm so used to already kind of protecting my arm as I go through a doorway that I don't think I'll have a problem with that. This sensor will last 10 days, and then I have to take it off and put on a new one. And then what you do is you take the little transmitter out that I clicked in there earlier. You take out the transmitter and you click that into the next sensor. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. I know it's a little long, but I wanted to show you guys the whole process when I was doing it. I didn't want to, kind of know what I was doing ahead of time, and I kind of sort of did, but I had to get through the steps on the receiver and stuff. I know that took some time, and all of it, just unboxing it and everything. So again, the Dexcom G6, when you first get it the first time, because you're getting the receiver, you get 3 boxes. They're kind of big. If you are finding me for the first time, check out some of our other content. We do quite a few different things. We have some podcasts and things like that, so feel free to check those out and subscribe if you really enjoy the content. Ring the notification bell so that you'll get notified when we upload new content. And I might do an update on the Dexcom and how I'm enjoying it. Maybe like in a month after I've changed one of them. So I think that's going to do it. We are Spencer's Ventures. We're going to see you in the next one, and we're out of here. Bye.